So let's try to solve some important objective questions of the topic details of structural fastener, that is bolts and rivets, and the subject that we are talking about is design of steel structure. If you want PDF of the question that we are going to discuss in this video, please go to the description of the video. There you are going to find the link for Telegram channel of Simplified Learning, and in file section of the channel you will get the PDF. Let's go to question number 1. That says gross sectional area of a bolt is, and options are saying area of threaded portion, area of unthreaded portion, area of roots of thread, and none of the above. The answer is area of unthreaded portion of bolt is the gross sectional area, or which is written as A suffix G. Okay, it is denoted as A suffix G. Option is option B. The unthreaded portion of bolt, that is shank area, cross section shank area, is called as the gross sectional area of bolt. Okay, let's go to question number next then. Regarding net effective cross sectional area, select the correct statement or statement. Okay, there may be one or more correct statements regarding this. It is denoted by AN. Do we denote net effective CS area by AN? Yes, we do. Then it is the cross section area at the root of the thread. Yes, AN or net effective area is the cross sectional area at the root of the threads. Then it is taken as 2/3 of AG, that is gross sectional area. No, it is taken as 0.78 times or 78% that of A suffix G, that is cross sectional area. Therefore, point number 1, 2 and 4 is right. That's why we are going to tick. Which option we should tick? Option C, 1, 2 and 4. Then the distance between centers of any two adjacent holes in the direction of stress, it is called as what? It is called, do we call it as lap or span? No. The most correct answer, no, not even the most correct, the correct answer here is pitch. Okay, pitch is the distance between center to center distance between two adjacent hole in the direction of stress. It is called as what? Pitch. For example, these are the two holes and this is direction of stress. Okay, we are measuring parallel to that direction. Okay, this is what? This is pitch. Okay, then in case of tension member, pitch should not exceed 16 times thickness of thinner plates. Yes, it should not exceed 16 times thickness of thinner plate. Then it should not exceed 200 mm either. Okay, then we have to take smaller of A and B. Okay, whichever is smaller, 16 into T or 200 mm, whichever is smaller, we are going to adopt in case of pitch of tension member. Okay, therefore we should tick option D, smaller of A and B. Then in case of compression member, same question regarding pitch. In case of compression member, what we do? We go for smaller of 12 into D. Okay, in case of tension member it was 16. In case of compression member it is 12 into T or 200 mm, whichever is smaller, we adopt the pitch that it should not exceed. Okay, smaller of A and B. Then minimum pitch that should be provided is, remember it is 2.5 times the nominal diameter of bolt. Okay, which should be 2.5 D, 2.5 into nominal diameter of bolt. Alright, let's go to question number next. Select the correct statement about nominal diameter of structural fastener. For rivets, nominal diameter is diameter after riveting. No, it is not after riveting. Point number 1 is wrong. For rivets, nominal diameter is diameter before riveting. Yes, this one is correct. Point number 2 is right. Then for bolt, nominal diameter is diameter of unthreaded portion of shank. Yes, it is right. Therefore, point number 3 is right. That's why we will go with option C, 2 and 3. Okay, we will go with option C, 2 and 3 because point number 2 and 3 are the only correct things provided. Alright, then regarding gross diameter of structural fastener, which one of the following statement is right? Okay, for bolts, nominal diameter and gross diameter are same. Yes, this is correct regarding the bolts nominal and gross diameter. They are one and the same thing. Then for rivet, it's the diameter after riveting. Okay, the gross diameter of a rivet is its diameter after riveting. Yes, this is also right. Therefore, since point A, that is option A and B are right, we should go with option C, which is both A and B. Okay, so that was all regarding the structural fastener. If you like the video, please press thumbs up. If you like the video much, and you want to see more, then do subscribe Simplified Learning. Till then, take care. Bye bye.